Good morning. Welcome to this week's edition of Monday Messages. How was your weekend? Spring's starting to come out. I saw first crocus today. I was like all excited. It's like, oh, there it comes. Next are the daffodils and the tulips and all that fun stuff. So that's fun, except when my allergies kick in, but that's a whole other Monday message we'll go into. So the message I wanted to talk about today is honesty. And it sounds like kind of a boring subject offhand, but really there's a lot to it. When I was young and I was quite the alcoholic teenager, young adult, my parents at one point, I had been eyeing, as the good alcoholic that I am, I had been eyeing this bottle of rum that had been sitting up. It's like Bacardi, and it had just been sitting up there, and nothing was going on. It was just staying there. And I kind of watched. I was like, why doesn't he drink that? Why? I mean, what's taking him so long? Why aren't they drinking the Bacardi? So mom and dad go on a cruise, and I'm left to the house by myself. And I'm like, you know what? I hate to see this Bacardi go to waste, and it's driving me crazy. I'm going to make pina coladas and for my friends, and then I'm just going to refill it with water, and it'll sit there for another 5 years. Nobody will ever know the difference, and I will be a happy camper because I'll know that I got my pina coladas. So I brought my friends over. We made pina coladas with the booze. I refilled it with water, popped it back up there, and didn't think anything about it. Well, mom and dad come home, and dad evidently got a taste for pina coladas while he was on his cruise, and he decided, hey, you know what? I think I'm going to make myself a pina colada. And my mind went, oh no. Oh my God, I'm so going to get busted in just a few minutes. And so he gets the pina colada mix and pours in the rum, which was really water, and he blends it up, and then he starts drinking it. And I was just bracing. I was like, here we go. Get ready. Get ready. He's like, wow, this pina colada tastes great. I can't even taste the alcohol in here. And I was like, oh, thank you. I was like, oh, really? Huh, that's cool. And I said, can I try? Oh, yeah, that tastes really good, Dad. So I don't know if I ever told him. He'll obviously know now if he was watching these Monday messages. So sorry, Dad, I'm not the same teenager I was back then. So that's kind of alcohol. Well, that is total alcoholic behavior, selfishly thinking of myself and what can I get away with and how can I get my alcohol, and being sneaky and not letting other people in on me, how I'm getting my alcohol, because I had to manipulate and control and lie, cheat, and steal to kind of make it seem like I was a normal drinker when I was anything but a normal drinker. So fast forward to 1997 when I got sober, and to my surprise, they were telling me one of the key ingredients for getting sober was honesty. I'm like, honesty? What the hell does honesty have to do with anything? I just want to stop drinking. What this is honesty stuff. I'm honest-ish. And what I come to find out is, yeah, absolutely, you have to have honesty if you're going to get this thing. There's two types of honesty you have to have. One, the first, most important, is honest with yourself. To thine own self be true, because that's step one in 12-step recovery. It's that finally being honest that I am addicted to alcohol. When I put it in my body, things happen. I can't control. I can't stop. Honest with myself that if I take a drop of alcohol, it could potentially kill me. And same thing with any other addiction. Drugs, sex, food, love, whatever lights your fire, and fills that God-sized hole in you. That's the one that you got to be honest about, saying, this is ruining my life. This could kill me. This will kill me if I don't stop, because that's where any addiction leads. an unmanageable life and eventually death or institutions. Or you could take door 3, recovery. Not always an easy choice for the recovering addict. So that's one. Now, the rigorously honest in all our affairs. That's a toughie. I remember I was like, I was willing to do whatever they told me to do. And so they told me, we got to be rigorously honest in all your affairs. And I didn't understand why that was. But I came to find out, I was like, I'll give it a shot. And I was like, I'm honest in all my affairs. And so I'm sitting on a plane ride coming back from a Nickelodeon trip. And back then they had movies and you would bring your like Walkman. And I had like my little Walkman earbuds and I just like plugged it in because I didn't want to pay the $1 for the movie. So I'm like listening with my earbuds and I'm thinking I'm getting away with them. Like, yeah. And then it's just like that point of the Pina Colada, being sneaky, I'm pulling one over on you. I'm gonna get away with that's alcoholic behavior. Ties right back, same exact thing, even though it was a headphone. And it clicked in my mind, oh, if they're talking about being rigorously honest in all my affairs, I can't be doing this. And so by the time the plane got off and the flight attendant's like, bye, see you later, bye. I went up to the flight attendant, I'm like, here's $1. And she's like, what's that for? I said, I used my own headset. And she's like, oh, that's okay. That's fine. I'm like, no, you need to take the damn $1. I need for you to take the $1. So she's like, oh, okay. Put it aside. It was okay because I needed to be rigorously honest because that would chink away at my sobriety, that sneaky behavior. It's the same thing. I can't afford to do stuff like that. And I got that. And, another example was I was driving to actually one of my 12-step meetings. And as I was going down Riverside Drive, I see there's this car parked and I just want to kind of squeeze past. And as I'm squeezing past, I feel my car hit it. I'm like, oh, shoot. And I was like, okay, I could just keep going. Because I don't have the money to pay for this. And to my surprise, I said, what are you doing? You're pulling over. What are you doing? You're writing a note. You're giving her you're giving the person your information. You're leaving it on. What are you doing? You can't afford this. You can barely make rent right now. You're a struggling actor. How are you going to handle this when they call? And I just put it under the window and I drove away and went to my meeting. And I knew, and then the girl eventually had to call and she's like, I got this note on my car I said, yeah, I did. And she's like, I'm surprised you did that. I'm like, yeah, so am I. But I had to do it because the other option would be, I'd be always constantly looking over my shoulder, thinking that I was hit and run, that somebody was going to call. That's old alcoholic behavior. And it would chink away at my sobriety, which I was working on building, that self-esteem, that character building. I could not afford it. And so I had to find a way to help pay for this woman's car to get fixed. And luckily she was just like, a really cute young actress. And she like worked her magic to get us a discount at the auto shop. However she did that. That was on her, not me. But I was able to kind of make payments and get it sorted out. And I felt self-esteem after that because I was being rigorously honest in all my affairs, even though it was scary and I knew I felt I couldn't afford it, but I couldn't afford not to do it because my sobriety and my life depended on it. And I'm so glad I left that note to this day. Now, fast forward to today, this whole coronavirus thing and everything going on. Well, I've come to find out that, if I wanted to get a vaccine, I probably could finagle my way by being dishonest to get that vaccine. And don't think the thought didn't cross my mind. I will be honest with you, it did. It absolutely did, because I got my son. I was like, okay, well, I can justify my son. I could be an essential worker because I work for the Y, and that's, an essential business because it's providing and I'm an essential worker at the Y, even though I'm doing it virtually. And I had to stop myself, say, nope, nope, we got to be rigorously honest here. It's not that much longer you're going to have to wait. Just keep doing what you're doing. It's not worth it for you to put that chink in your armor today. It's just like leaving that note. I can't afford to be dishonest about it. And so I'll wait my turn. I'll wait till the time. Now, I did find out by filling out the questionnaire that I could qualify for the fourth section because I'm overweight, my BMI. So the COVID pounds could actually give me pop me up to this level 4. So I could, honestly, because of my excessive pounds, and let's be honest, let's not even blame COVID. This was going on long before COVID. I like to joke, it's like, yeah, I need to take off my baby weight. It's like, oh yeah, how old's your baby? He's 14. But yeah. So anyway, that's just having some fun with honesty, but the seriousness of honesty. I have to be honest today. I have to. My life depends on me being honest, rigorously honest in all my affairs, and honest within myself that I can't afford to take a drink today, no matter what. No matter what. So my message to you is, think about how honest are you, and how honest. How does that affect what's going on in your day-to-day life? Is there a way to be more honest that might trying to be a little more honest with yourself, with in all your affairs, honestly in all your affairs? Is there a way that can just think about what would that look like in your life with your new life, being willing to be honest with yourself, with God, and with, all your affairs. And that's the beauty of it, it absolutely, I see it now. It's absolutely a key element of anybody getting free from their addiction. It has to start with honesty. It has to. And so I wish for you an honestly beautiful day. And I will look forward to your comments on this. And I love you, and I will see you next week for another edition of Monday Messages. Bye.